All right, Dan
Well,
and
he
Dan
will
and
for
Sean,
business
Dan and
reasons.
Sean, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Listen to Fox. Tell me who's talking.
This is a clear violation of the Voting Rights Act. This has nothing to do with which direction Latino voters are swinging or not. What
Sounds
this
like
has
the
to
great
do with
David
is the
Hogg.
fact that the lines
Nope,
that they
keep
draw
listening.
are actually disenfranchising
Oh,
Latino
I meant,
voters.
yeah, I'd open
in
my
the
eyes.
state
I
of
meant the
Texas. And
chairman.
the reality is, it's
which
a
is funny,
clear
that name came into my
violation
head
of
for the
Voting
chair of the
Rights Act.
DNC.
And yes,
Huh.
while the courts do allow now for partisan gerrymandering, I think most Americans would agree that we should not have partisan gerrymandering on either
Tell it to
side,
Kathy
which is
Hochul.
why,
Tell it to
my
JB
God.
Pritzker.
That's
two pieces of
ridiculous.
legislation in 2021.
This is why their position
that
is so
would have
absurd.
ended
They're
partisan
acting on their high
gerrymandering
horse,
as we know it,
like
and
Texas
put
is the first state to do
independent
this.
redistricting committees in every single state. Every Democrat voted for that. Every Republican voted against that. So
well, there was a lot of.
clear.
I'm going to let that go. There are a lot of other things in that bill that Republicans wanted to vote against. Let me then take it a bigger picture, because there's no question that Governor Newsom and Governor Pritzker have both, flirted with the idea of running for president. And Pritzker, and then he goes on Colbert, he's got all this attention, he's going to pay for the Democrats to stay there. How much of this has to do with their posturing for 2028?
You'd have to ask them. What I would
Of course
say
it
is
does.
that I know in my conversations with all of the Democratic elected officials throughout this state, they are.
By the way, the money is a big issue. I will say, I know Beto's putting some of the bill here, but
JB will fund it.
You
think?
And 26.
Oh, yeah.
This illegal power
these guys get
grab
fined
by the
$500 a day. I mean,
Republicans
you're
who are trying to
talking
squeeze more
potentially up
power
to
out of,
well into the
Texas
hundreds of
right now
thousands.
because they know
All right.
they are certain to
I
drop
think
this.
JB would know if that was
So
missing
let's
from the
be really
account, but
clear
I'm
what
not
this
sure,
is
Sean.
about. They
Yeah,
are
he
trying
would.
to change the
Want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss a clip, and you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.